Tonight on Airline, a passenger owns up.
You know, I'm so mad, I'm past mad.
Kevin brews up.
We bought a new kettle, so the chances are she'll be coming to our office.
And Katrina gets the results of her scan.
Come fly with me, let's fly away. If you can use some exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay. Come fly with me, let's fly away.
6 a.m. in Luton, and it's a foggy start, and it's disrupted incoming flights. 10 a.m, the sun's beating down, but the outlook's still murky for Dean Jacobs, who's landed late from Edinburgh.
They aren't willing to do anything. They said it's not their fault because the airline, because it was foggy, so it wasn't the airline's fault, it was God's fault. And not only that, they've lost my bag. So I'm waiting right now for over an hour for my bag. This just topped everything off.
He was en route to his best friend's wedding in Poland, but there's no way he'll make it to the church on time.
Have you found my suitcase yet? It's a green case. Like I said, it's similar to the red bag over there, but it's green.
And the wedding gift is inside.
It's a gold figurine. Which I'm sure EasyJet won't take responsibility for. Wait till I call them and tell them they've lost my bag. Oh, they're going to love me by the end of the day. There has to be a funny side of this, hasn't there? I haven't seen it yet, but I'm sure there is. I am going to take it much higher than this because I am really, I'm so mad, I'm past mad. You know, when you're just so mad, you can't be mad anymore. You just have to laugh and get a drink. It's still a little bit too early to drink. But so that's where I'm at now.
It's a big day in Liverpool. The Queen will be arriving later on to fly back to London.
Kitty Hawk 5, Little Land, runway 27, surface wind 280, 10 knots.
Her carriage, a BAE 146, is about to touch down.
We've worked the Duke of Edinburgh and Prince Andrew and Prince Charles, but not the Queen. But yeah, it's a special day for Liverpool.
Convinced she'll pop in for a chat, dispatcher Kevin Reardon is busy giving the humble EasyJet HQ a lick of paint.
Roll, paint, roll. Right, we'll start here. No, we'll start there.
Golf Zulu Whiskey, contact approach 119 decimal.
Kevin, of course, has a plan.
I'll be nosing about. I'll try and find out what's going on. I'll go and meet her. See if she wants to go up, look at my paint. She might come and have a cup of tea with me. You don't know, do you? And if they ask me to do this in between flights, I don't mind doing it. We bought a new kettle, so the chances are she'll be coming to our office. She might come and have a cup of tea with us, possibly. So we thought we'd paint the cabin the same colour as her corgis. Just try and keep her happy, you know.
Actually, that is the corgis. They've been in the blend.
This is puree of Queen's corgis.
Back at the EasyJet sales desk, the depression is lifting for Dean.
My bag is still in Edinburgh, according to them. At least they think it is. So what they're going to do now is they're going to put it on a plane and fly it down here for me. My bag should arrive, they said, about 2:45 in the afternoon. But they really aren't sure if that's my bag, and they don't really know where my bag is. It could be Barcelona, Amsterdam, could be anywhere. I have the wedding gift in my bag, money, traveler's checks, which of course are refundable, credit cards, and a number of other things. Once again, I am between a rock and a hard place. I don't know what to do.
Over in check-in, Ches the Rottweiler is en route to Dublin. But before he embarks on the 300-mile flight, there's the last few feet in his box to negotiate. EasyJet have set up shop in Northern Ireland. Well, almost. It's the day of the maiden flight from Belfast to Luton, and there's a way to go before the show's on the road. The posters are too big.
We can't cut them down even to fit, so we're going to go without, which is a great shame and heartbreaking. It's really just won't be our EasyJet desks.
The planes seem a little small, and the orange screens are a trifle green around the gills. But a familiar face is on hand from Luton to make sure the full flight checks in smoothly.
It's quite a nice airport, actually. A bit confusing because we've been through the same door about 20 different times on different routes, so when we run from here to departures tonight, I don't know what route we're going to go. I don't know how we're going to find it. Well, it'll be all right. It's quite nice, though. A lot more checking distance will be here. So,
does it feel like the calm before the storm, do you reckon?
No, it'll be easy. No problem. We're speedies. Done quickly and efficiently, as always.
There should be one down there.
Two hours before takeoff, and the pressure's already showing.
I'll get some sellotape for that.
I knew that was going to happen. I knew it. Hello? John, we're on 5113, darling. Yeah. Try on 5113. Oh, someone's just turned up. Goodbye. Oh, no, no, it's all right. Disregard. Got excited. It wasn't our desk.
All Jane needs now is some passengers.
It's quiet. I'm not used to this, am I? I'm not used to this at all. I don't know what to do with my hands. I haven't got my clipboard and my radio.
Back at Luton, and it's mission accomplished with 6 stone chairs, thanks to brute strength and a slice of best ham.
All right, Pet. All right. You'll be all right in a minute. Doesn't bark or anything. Isn't he? He's a good boy. Hey? There he's sitting down now. He loves travelling. It's just a pity EasyJet don't have them for flying, because I'd go that way all the time with him. It'd be easier journey for me. No, darling. He's a lovely old thing. He's my best friend.
But it hasn't always been an easy journey for the 4-legged frequent flyer.
The last time I came back from Dublin, I arrived back here and there was no dog on the flight. And the girls here were ever so good, you know, but it was the baggage handlers forgot to put him on the flight. And he was 7.5 hours in the box. So of course then they had to bring him down by van from Stansted. And as soon as he got out, he was sick. But then that was all the travelling. See you later, Pet. Yeah, you're sitting over there.
Be back in a bit, Deb. Just going to have a word with the Queen.
In Liverpool, Kevin's fallen foul of protocol. He's been banished to the sidelines for the royal show.
I think it's a bit strange, really, that I work at this airport. This is my full-time job, and I work out on that apron all the time. But at times like this, we're not allowed to walk out there because the Queen is departing. It would be nice to show our respect to the Queen if we could go out and say, hello, how are you? It's nice to meet you. But that's not the law of the land, unfortunately. We're not allowed to meet the Queen.
Kevin's also concerned that the royal party aren't wearing standard-issue high-visibility jackets.
I think they should wear them, quite honestly. We don't want these people getting run over, do we? 747's going past.
Luckily, there's not much chance of a jumbo jet missing one eye-catching outfit.
We could have, say, put a couple of high-vis stripes over her hat, and it would have all blended in quite nicely.
Finally, the very important passenger arrives to catch her flight home.
There she is in lemon. Oh, she looks very smart, no doubt about it. I bet she didn't get that outfit from Ethel Austin.
Sadly, neither Kevin's kettle nor his brushstrokes get the royal seal of approval.
We didn't get a wave, did we? I thought she might turn around, but she's obviously not seen me.
Back in Belfast, and Jane's still waiting for some passengers for EasyJet's first flight to Luton. Gradually, they begin to drift in.
We're going to play hockey in London this weekend. There's the first 10 check-in.
Among them are Annandale Hockey Club. And in true passenger tradition, they've got a problem.
I just want to get everybody.
One player hasn't turned up, and they're hoping to make a late substitution.
I've got passenger Graham in here. Have you got your confirmation number for me?
Yeah, there's two different ones.
Right, that one might...
Graham, you're not going, you're axed.
Your surname is Graham. What's your first name?
You're Mickey Graham.
Michael.
Mr. Graham isn't on here.
He is.
Go with Galway first.
I haven't got a passenger Graham in the system.
Stephen's Galway. There's Galway there. We'll sort this out.
Yeah, if you want to take passenger Graham over to the ticket desk over there.
Just change that to Graham. Change the Wilson to Graham.
But it's not that simple, even if you happen to be wearing regulation orange.
We've got a problem here with your group. Can we change one name here?
I'm afraid there's no name changes allowed on these jet flights. It would have to be a purchase of a whole new seat. There are no name changes, I'm afraid.
He's in London already.
We'll change it.
It's a rule that's about to change, but for the team it's still a problem.
Hold on. Right, okay. We'll deal with that in a wee second, I suppose. I'll go and see now about it.
We cannot change the name, sir. And all those policies would have been actually read out to you at the time of the booking. So
Okay.
We can't actually change the name on it.
Are there seats on the flight?
Yep, I have got seats on the flight, sir.
Return, please.
I'm returning on what date?
Sunday. This Sunday. On the same flight as the rest of us, if possible.
Not possible. According to the computer, the flight's chock-a-block.
EasyJet, it's not that easy. They say the flight's fully booked. Well, yes, it is technically fully booked, but Stephen Wilson's not travelling on that flight, therefore... Which I should actually go over and ask him then what's happened to his seat. Good point. Thank God there's a woman around. I'll actually go and ask him what's happened to his seat. So why couldn't he have Stephen Wilson's seat and booking under Michael Graham's name? Because we paid for it.
Yeah,
we can pay for it again.
Yeah, it doesn't,
which you don't mind paying for.
No, it doesn't get released back into the system. That's the seat you booked for that person is still there. It's sold.
Yeah.
Whether you take it or not.
Yeah.
So it will not actually show as a seat.
Yeah, but if we pay, we don't mind. We don't mind paying the money for it, and we all know it's there.
Yeah, but on the screen it shows there's no seats.
Yes. So how do we go about getting that? How do we go about getting that?
You can't, sir. You cannot physically grab that seat.
So there will be an empty seat on the plane on the way home.
If that person isn't travelling, there should be that one there. You'd have to go to the airport, and then you may get it when you're actually waiting at the airport, and then you should be able to get on it. Yeah.
And there's more trouble brewing.
They may have just forgot to put it on.
I'm not checking it if they haven't.
Well, no, it's a bit dodgy, isn't it? And it's sitting outside nowadays.
How would someone ring you here if needed you urgently?
You'd have to call that number there, sir.
And if I can ask them to be through to Belfast International Airport to Richard Griffiths, they could.
No, you won't do that. You can only contact that number.
Why can't I ring you here?
Because I won't be here, sir.
You said to me a minute ago.
I'm here until tomorrow morning.
That'll do.
Then I'll be going back.
Right. Well, where will you be? And I'll have a contact number there. Because you know what's exactly.
That is the number of our local office in Luton, sir.
Okay.
If you ring that number, you will get me on that number there when I'm back in Luton.
Right. That's fine.
Okay.
That's great.
Right. Okay. I'll see what I can do for you on that.
Good. Right. Let's hope we do it.
Hi, it's Reed Aviation on checking desk 31. We've got an unattended bag that's been left at the check-in area.
Luton's lost luggage mystery is solved.
The bag is found. Well done. I'm happy. And I'm going to Warsaw tomorrow on British Airways.
So that's sorted then.
It's funny. I came back to the desk about an hour ago to rebook a flight to Poland via Heathrow, British Airways to Warsaw. And I was informed by this really kind lady behind the desk that my bag has appeared. And I said, well, you just told me half an hour ago that my bag was in Edinburgh. And she goes, yes, but a passenger had picked it up and mistakenly took it for theirs and brought it back to the airport. I said, but didn't this gentleman just say that my bag was flying from Edinburgh to Luton here? That my bag was en route. That's why I'm sitting here waiting for my bag. And she said, no, your bag's in our back office. Excuse me, do you have the bag in the office too? Yes, please. Hold on. Let me help you with that. I know what I have in here. It does weigh a ton. Did you put more in it? Gold, hopefully. My bag. Finally, my bag has arrived. Now, supposedly this bag was in Edinburgh. It came down to Luton, went back to Edinburgh, and now it's back here in Luton. The wedding's today. He'll get his gift tomorrow. I'm flying to Warsaw tomorrow, and all ends up, happily, I guess.
Just check to see if the wedding present's there.
I shall. Mm-hmm.
There.
It's not there. And I'm missing traveler's checks as well. This is really tough now. This is like a comedy of errors, isn't it? And from one up to the next.
It's been a week since EasyJet check-in assistant Katrina had a scan of her cancer tumour. Now back at home, she's received the results.
We went to see the consultant, and unfortunately she said the tumour has not shrunk at all. I mean, she showed us the scans. The scans I had were exactly the same as when they scanned me. Well, you're looking at about 2.5 months ago now. I mean, the good thing is it obviously hasn't grown anymore, but it has not, the size has not differed in any other way. It's not got any smaller. Obviously, it's not news we wanted to hear, but I mean, there's other ways of looking around it. Like they've told us, well, the only option that's open now is to give you an operation. What I've always wanted right from the start is to get this tumour out. I don't feel right with knowing there's something in there. Not that I can feel it half the time, but I don't feel right. So, they're going to be removing it on Tuesday. It's going to be a long, they're looking probably between 8 and 12 hours it could be, I guess. But there is just one thing that we just found out recently, and that was I keep getting shortness of breath. I was getting tired easy, but I usually get shortness of breath, like when I go up the stairs and I get out of breath and that. And obviously I told the consultant this, It looks like on their scan they're not quite sure whether the tumour itself is growing into my diaphragm up to my lung, or whether it's just pushing against my diaphragm and my lung.
I don't know how she does it. I know that I probably couldn't do it, but you have to do things in life that you don't like, and I know that it make Katrina a stronger person, even more, and that's why I married her. Yeah.
I mean, I know it. Julian's saying all that. I know he's saying he doesn't know how he would cope, but at the end of the day, him, my family, they're all suffering as well. You know, it affects everybody. It doesn't just affect the person that has the cancer, it does affect everybody. So in a way, you and my mum and dad and everyone, you have suffered it. You know, you have gone through it, you know, because you all suffer the same.
Yeah. With the operation in less than a week, the couple have decided to spend a few days away.
Give us a ring, let us know what it's like.
Love you.
Yeah, we'll do.
Ooh, squashy.
I'll get one as well, another one.
Yeah, not too big a bubble on you, like
Goodbye.
Oh,
darling.
Will you phone me?
Enjoy
Katrina,
yourself.
will you phone me when you get there, please?
You want a nice lay-in?
Yeah.
And plenty of food. Get strong for the weekend.
Ta-ra,
sweetheart. Bye-bye.
It's also given her parents, Pauline and Derek, a chance to prepare for a difficult time.
Oh, isn't it nice? Oh,
Who believes she was that ill?
Eh? Oh, it's just
Could you ever believe anyone looking never believed she was that ill, would you? Huh? Impossible.
In Belfast, the unattended luggage has been claimed by you-know-who.
I assumed, because I was sorting out our other problem, that one of the other guys would put my bag on. Wrong assumption. It is funny, isn't it? Is there a cert to me on this? Is this shown in Northern Ireland? Oh, no.
Even the wedding presents turned up.
I was right on top of my bed there. I had packed everything else meticulously, as you saw. I don't know how I left this package, a good-sized package, right in the middle of my bed, but I did.
And while repacking the ill-fated bag, the traveller's cheques put in an appearance. From his back pocket.
No, I have the traveler's checks here. I guess all well that ends well, right? It could have been better. I'm physically and mentally exhausted. It has been a day which I don't ever want to relive, ever.